Hey, NASDAQ. We get the best dope on the markets. I am your human technical analyst. AI is coming for another 40% of the workforce. And if you ask Sam Altman, he says 90%. He also says if you use ChatGPT, they can use that. Anything you put on there, they can use it and will in a court of law against you. So be forewarned. Okay, what are we looking at here? Actually, I'm not going to belabor this here. This is cattle here. We're going to silver right now. Okay, we got some levels here. We're blowing off to the highs. You just give a little look here, okay? You can see we were on the highs for a while here since the October high last year, and then we broke 20%. All right, this is my grain page here. Right-hand column here, it's... I think if you're watching on a phone here, it's kind of blocked out here. You know, some of the letters are missing, some of the final digits here. This was the low Sunday night, 71. What was the low yesterday? Was it 83? Oh, 75? Was it 75? And then this break, we came down to 82. Okay, here. Here's this right here was the low here. What do we got? 83 even was the low. This looks like right about here. Okay. This is a green right here. Let me just move it over here if you want to take a little snapshot. These would be upside numbers, okay? 93.42, babe. 93.42. Let's go back and look at this biatch. Where is it? Huh. Okay, it must have been in an over... I don't know why here, but I got 93.50. And then 95 round down. You know, these would be next upside numbers. This is silver, a little bit shorter term here. You can see how I had these trend lines drawn. These went out to clients here. So this blue trend line here, head and shoulders bottom right there. Okay, and then all I can tell you here, listen, it's going to be risky here, but maybe you buy against this high here. This, hindsight's 2020. 81 double, 81 round down, 81.01. Okay, then so you get 2 bars down. We're seeing it a lot of places here. And, not even in the short term. Okay, let's go take a look at gold. Okay. Look, I'm not here to tell somebody, okay, not for free. This is educational here. And I don't want anybody to hurt themselves, being stupid, where you just take a blind hint, a blind tip, and you go heavy. Okay, that is how I get business. Okay, that is how I get business. I'll get somebody calling me and when they got 50 cattle stuffed up their ass. It's not a nice place to be in because you already know they're taking heat. Okay, so you better have good stuff here. Here we're coming up to a green here. You can see right here. So we got a green, we got a line, we got another line. Okay, looks like it's highlighted over here. Okay, this is in the 51.38, and then those within $18 right there. Okay, here you can see we get a little reversal here, and all of a sudden we got lower highs. Here we had a couple sevens, 7 up. Okay, 7-11. As a matter of fact, 7-11, my goodness, there's really bad things happening to young girls here. It is just absolutely outrageous here. Let's go to crude oil here. Crude oil is kind of interesting here. What is this? This is a weekly here. I'm going to the April here. These are revised charts, but these are a couple small olives here. This is 65.73. You can see that 66.28. You can see other stuff on top of there. And you can see we got some old powder blues. They are not over here. This blue is a trend line right here in the column. Okay, that's at 67.14. These are April crude oil. Okay, yeah, see the little pattern here? What is this? This is on a weekly. Okay. Let's go to, you know what, since we're in, let's go to the biodiesel, okay? Bean oil, here's where we are. Got a couple areas right here. Actually, here. So we got an orange. Okay, now there's something else on it. Looks like a red. Look over here, red. Now all of a sudden there's an orange on top of it. It doesn't matter if you don't know dick squat about the charts. Okay, and these came up from 48.50 level that I liked a lot. Okay, because we came right back to where we had that announcement. Anyway, this is where we are. Yesterday we ran up here hit a trend line, backed off. Okay, funds are short. Funds are short. Okay, so here, 55.25, call it 50, whatever that is up there. So this is a green and a thin olive, thick olive. Okay, so you get my charts, you'd be looking at that. Let's go to beans. This is meal here. We're down here about the gazillionth time here. You know what? Let me just give a little bigger picture here. Okay, you know. Possible. It's good. It's a level right here to fight. You got to have a stop in here. There's the last 285. That's the last stop here, you know. If we're going to crush for bean oil, okay, meal's going to be the byproduct. And it'll be cheap feed. Let's go to beans here. This is a bean chart here. We came up into this level here. As a matter of fact, okay, here. As a matter of fact, here. Let me just see what that is. Okay, that must be a high. Okay. So that's mapped out as a high. But anyway, we got a green up here, and then we have some other areas around the 1102, 1103. Here's where we came yesterday, 74 and 5/8. This is May beans. Look at that. That's kind of, what are we at today here? We might be under it, 73. Okay, we're back into this here. 73 is this high here on Jan 2nd. Okay, today is Wednesday, hump day, January, what was it, 2, 3, 4. Today's the 4th. Okay, this is what the bean oil looks like here. Let's try to kick it up here a little bit. You know what? I'm going to go to the softs here in the dollar, but this is corn. Okay, nothing big deal to say here, man. Corn, there's just too much of it up here. Here we came up to 41.5. You got one of those red halfways. You got some of these old highs over here. You know, it's it's corn. Funds are short 200,000-ish. Okay. What else we got here? Oh yeah, here. Let's go to the S&Ps. I know we're bouncing around here, but okay. Here we came down to powder blue yesterday. It was, as a matter of fact, let me show you here yesterday what this doesn't look like it. Well, anyway, okay. So this was the opening bar here. Okay, you tried to get a stutter step in this area. And then you continued, you could see lower highs, and then all of a sudden here, you know, this is at the end of the day. Okay, you come down to these, and then you finally get a rally. But it was brutal in the morning. This was the one I was going to say, because I had a lot of stuff here. One, red, you got the blue, green X's, you got something else, you got something else, okay? All within 30, 40 handles in the NAS, okay? This was the NAS opening here. You come down here, you're coming into areas, you cross under these, cross under there. It holds right here, this bar right here. Okay, low is 468, call it. Okay, you can see right there, the top of this batch is 464. What are we today? 360. 514 was the high here, okay? So here, 511.5 here. Okay, so this is the overnight high right here. And we are down here. There's one of those green horizontals. Take that off. Ignore those, okay? They're dark green horizontal dotted. 354 is the low. What do we got? Got anything down here? No. Okay. That is the NASDAQ here. We got silver. We got gold. Wheat. I don't know here. I'll just show a picture of it here. You know, we held $5. This is KC wheat, actually. Let's go to May, Chicago. Well, let's go to March. Since, March is getting ready to do the Goldman roll, but let's give a look at March here. Okay, these are March. Here you can see the powder blues here. We got over it. Outside down. Low is powder blue. Low is a powder blue. Kind of stabilizes. Comes back down here. 507 is the number. And we go up over here. Here you can see some things up here that are old from the other side here. Let's go to May wheat here. Nobody trades wheat. Okay, here's wheat. I got a long-term trend line coming down here. Here's one going up, this green one. Here it's the high. You reverse off it. You get over it. You know, they're pivots. They're pivots. Here's an olive line down here. This is the way you'd be looking at it here. These are old. These are old. I'll clean those up at another time here. What's our time? 9 minutes here. Okay, it's 7:50 here. Silver's taking off here, up 777. You know, they blew out. There was a big Chinese, one of these hot shots had got $1 billion margin call. If your clearing firm gives you the rope, Everybody's what do they say? Everybody's a genius in a bull market. Oh yeah, if by chance you are a professional trader, and you trade fobs, knobs, notes over bonds, twos over tuts, twos over tens, and if that interests you, I've got the ratios that you're supposed to use. Here we got here's sugar right here. This is what is this 14? This must be a weekly here. Okay, but this week here we hit this 14.11 again here. You'd have to have a stop here under 4. Put it at 13.95 and then buy these if you wanted. Coffee here. Coffee had this green here. We went up in an olive over here. We break down. Okay, we come back up to a green. You can see some things over here. Okay, not saying anything. No, I'm not. While I chart everything. Okay, there's one of those blue trend lines. See, I might have even placed that on there. Anyway, this was kind of like a final straw. Here we got down here at 377 half. This is cocoa. Okay, 40.07 is an olive here. You can see I got another one down here. 500 away. Okay, so that's another 10% away. So this either holds or folds. If it starts to, I guess they own it there. Let's go to the May cocoa. Okay, see the names of whatever's displayed is up in these. Okay, this was the May. I don't have any clients that trade it more than, just buying something small or selling something small. So there might not be analysis on this. Here's the 80 layer. Well, we were watching here. Now it's 752. We've just rallied, what, 40, 50 cents here. Whatever this was, this is off an old measure. Up 120. What was this? The low. This is flat price. That's flat price. Thought it was a percent chart. Here's the dollar here. This is a daily here. You can see we're going sideways here. We are right underneath these other lows here. Here you came down. This is a big number here. This is really a big number. This 95.80. Not saying it's going to hold or fold, but here you blow through it the first time. So if you have a stop, you got a 15 tick stop, whatever. Okay, and then the next day you can still come back at it. Now you have to probably have a new stop under there. That'd be about 50 ticks. And you just have no touting here. Cotton. This is March cotton here. You know what? These are long-term areas. You just keep but here's one. Look at this, 64.05. I like this area. You might be able to see here. I got some client orders to buy it down there. Not saying it here. We just, we're just looking to buy stuff that's, this would be 80, 90% fire sale. That's kind of my generic explanation. Here's the May, same kind of thing here. I got it, what is it, 1200 minute chart here, so, here, we're all out of order here. This is kind of, okay, that's just a trend line here. This is a top of here, top of here. Here you can see we blew out of, look at that, outside down on the bottom. You get back over it, you buy that, okay? And then here you got this trend line holds here. You blow through it, and it's still long enough term here. Let's go see what that is here. August and, these are August and July's highs last year. Here we got, okay, so this is copper here. Actually, copper was down while, silver was up. Now, copper's still down. Copper's still down. What is, okay, this is an intraday chart here. Let me put up a daily here. So that would be an intraday. There you go on a daily. Okay. I don't know. You make what you want of that. Okay, this is going to be about the end here. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go through here with some of these other... I guess we could go to bonds, but you know what? Let's go look at this Canadian dollar here. You know what? Zero Hedge put it right here. I've been talking about that. If Trump's plan works, okay, even though the swamp is absolutely dead set against it, but if Trump plan works and we cut spending and inflation comes down and we can lower interest rates because spending is inflation, that's all it is. It's government inflation, okay? Here's China here. What was it here yesterday? Just this is just a little ballpark. You could see here went through here. It was down 2.5%. You know what? Where are JGBs? I'd like to see JGBs. I have them somewhere here. You know what? Here, let's just put up a JGB. By the way, the reason why you might want to support this work is there you go. You see a diamond here. These are 10-year JGBs. Down here, I believe the yield was 408%. And where was it back in December? I don't know. Somewhere here. I have it written down without a date when we were at 2.08% without a date here. So, you know, I don't know what the yield is. Matter of fact, here, let's see what the CQG gives us. This is CQG here. Let's go to a yield chart. Okay, that's not right here, but this gives you perspective. Okay, so from here, 1.6, 2.4, okay, 8, 16, 24. So the interest rates have gone up 50%. Okay, even if this is the wrong coupon, that'll get you there. You know, unless you're going to pay for JGB quotes. And here's the Canadian dollar here. This is, you know what, we went last year here. We hit this at the beginning of the year. These olive lines down at 68.5. You know, you got to be a long-term player. Anyway, these guys are, I believe they're hosed here. Oh, this was the, ignore this little thing. This is open interest here. So on this rally, you know, find out how I read that. But anyway, we come down to this olive line. We could take this off, actually. We're going to take this off. Remove open interest. Okay, so this gives you a little clear. Okay, so here, we're up here at 550. Here we are at 150. Okay, this is about that's a little over a year ago. Okay, and, as a matter of fact, here, 170, 180. Okay, I think we got that. 168. What is this? This is a weekly. Let's go to. This is March here, so don't listen. Don't even trade this stuff. Okay. So these are a couple olive lines here. Let's just go. Never mind. You know, listen. If you trade, you want to pick up some secrets. To put in your proprietary trading software. Get a hold of me. ARP at NASDOG. Thanks for watching. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk.